The CI on a certain sum of money for 4th year at 8% per annum is 486. What was the compound interest for the 3rd year on the same sum at the same rate? Okay, now if you have in-depth knowledge about this topic, compound interest, then it will be very easy for you and straightforward for you to solve the equation. Okay, first I'll solve the equation, give you the answer, and then tell you the concept behind the solution. Okay, now let's see, let's say like the interest for 3rd year is x. Okay, and the interest for 4th year is given to us, which is 486, and we know that this 486 is what, 108% of the previous year's interest, which is x, because 8% per annum is there, so we multiply by 108 over 100 into x, the previous year's interest, and we get x is equals to 486 into 100 over 108. So we get 9 ones are 9 twos are 9 fives are 9 fours are 6 twos are 6 nines are 250. So 9 fives are 450, and this is our required answer, which is option A. This is how the people or the student who are like knowledgeable in this concept will solve the problem. But what is the concept behind this? Okay, so now I'll tell you that. I'll explain it to you in detail. So let's assume the principal is 1000 and the rate of interest is 10%. Now in compound interest, the basic concept is that in order to calculate the interest for the next year, in order to calculate the interest for next year, we have to calculate that percent interest on principal plus the interest of all the previous years. Okay, in order to calculate, suppose I have to calculate the interest for 4th year, I should be calculating this at 110% of the principal plus the interest rate of previous year, that is 3rd year, 2nd year plus 1st year, and then I'll get the answer, that is 4th year's interest. Okay, so now let's see by the example. This is just a basic concept. I hope you know this. Okay, now the interest for 1st year will be what? It is easy, 10% of the principal, which is 1000, which is 100, right? 0 0 0 0, we get 100. This is the interest for 1st year. Now in order to calculate the interest for 2nd year, we have to take 10% of what? Principal plus interest of previous year. So principal is what? 1000 plus interest of previous year, which is 100, interest of all the previous years. Okay, not just previous year, all the previous years. Okay, so 1000 plus 100, which is 1100. Okay, 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled, so we get the interest as 110. So in order to calculate the 3rd year's interest, we have to calculate again 10% of what? Principal, which is 1000, plus interest of all the previous year, which is 100 plus 110. So what will be this? What will this become? It will become 1210. So 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled. So 121 is the interest for 3rd year. Now if you notice, okay, this 110% is 110% of the previous year's interest, right? 110% of 100, we get 110, which is this. If you look at this, this is 110% of the previous year's interest, which is 110. 0 0 0 0 gets cancelled. 11 11s are 121. Yeah, we get this. So the same concept is used here, right? We assume that 3rd year's interest is x. Okay, 4th year's interest is given to us in the question, which is 486. Now we already know that Now the interest rate is of 8%. So we already know by the concept, I already showed it to you. We already know that this is equals to 108% of the previous years, and this is equals to what? This. Now we equated it here, and that's how we got the answer as 450, and this is our required answer. So you don't have to remember all of this, but you should know the concept behind it. Okay, like how I got this. So that's how I hope I tried to explain it to you in detail, because there was no solution given to you in the books as well, and I've searched on YouTube as well. There was no solution, no explanation towards the concept. Okay, so this is how the concept works. I've showed it to you, and this is the solution. Okay, so option A is the correct one.